Thank you, Acting President. And I'm pleased to rise and support this motion. I think this motion is, in many ways, it's about recognising that we are in a climate emergency. It is recognising that we have to do things differently. And I acknowledge there's a lot of the government's comments about the things that the actions that they are taking, the projects that they are taking underway. But still, it just grates when you still say, but drilling for gas is still okay. We are doing great things, and I actually don't doubt that, and I actually think that Victoria is ahead, and I think, you know, I think Minister D'Ambrosio is passionate about this issue. I do not doubt that for 1 second. But when we talk about, and maybe it's just the optics of this that's also, you know, unsettling, that we say, you know, well, today we have been talking about the Great Ocean, well, yesterday, the Great Ocean Road and how fabulous it is. And, you know, and look, I am not normally supporting apostles, particularly not 12 of them, but I love these apostles. And it's, but so I think it's this optics that there's this beautiful, beautiful part of Victoria that attracts millions and millions of people, and it's taken millions of years to create, that somehow that we think it's all right to extract gas from this area. Now, I just think it's a strange place. And I think more importantly, it sets this message that we still think that we need gas, and I don't think we do. And I think Victoria is better than that, and I think Victoria is better than that, and we are proving that we're better than that. And, you know, thinking about that Great Ocean Road and thinking about that area and thinking about what would happen if something happened at that gas well, how would that affect the environment around that most beautiful, pristine part of our state? You know, and gas, natural gas, is not harmless. You know, we know that it's used by many industries, and I get that, and you know, far be it for me to try and close down the fertiliser industry, although you would say that we create quite a bit of it here. But it contributes... Sorry, Ms MacArthur, I didn't... Interestingly, though, I'm just taking up Ms MacArthur's interjection about closing down the dairy industry because you can't drive with milk. Did you hear Prince Charles has powered his Aston Martin with cheese and white wine? So I don't think it's actually a commercial. I don't think it's actually commercially viable. But however, Prince Charles does actually do it. Anyway, look, I'm going to be, I apologise for distracting others and including myself. You know, what we have to accept is that we are in a climate emergency. What we have to accept is that we have to do things differently. And this notion of, you know, continuing with transitions, we know that natural gas does contribute a significant amount of Australia's greenhouse gases, around 19%. And we know a lot of that actually is not coming from the cows. It's actually coming from the leakage from gas. So, you know, this is a time that we need to be saying we're going to do things differently. We can do things better. And I thought Ms Ratnam gave an incredibly spirited contribution to this. I also thought Ms Taylor's contribution was extremely spirited as well. And I think this is encouraging, and Ms MacArthur as spirited as well. And I know Ms MacArthur cares about the environment. I know she does, and I know she's passionate about this part of Victoria. But right now, We need to be telling people we are doing things differently, that we are not relying on gas, that we can move forward, that there are many other things that we can do, so many other ways that we can meet the needs of our fertiliser companies, our glass-making companies, our aluminium smelters. We can do things differently, and we must do things differently. Thank you.